everyone, my name is Miss Khadija. I'm a teacher of English, and today I'm going to lead a lesson on writing a good paragraph. Hopefully, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify basic parts of a paragraph and compose an effective paragraph. So, let's get started. Sit closer. I've got a quiz for you. Now, this quiz will help you to find out what you know about paragraphs and also activate your prior knowledge. The first question. A paragraph is an entire text, a collection of sentences with a common theme, a collection of adjectives used to describe someone, something. So, what's your answer? A, B, or C? I hope you chose version B, as it's the correct answer because paragraph is a collection of sentences with a common theme. Well done. What does a paragraph in a story do? Introduces a new scene, setting, character, or speech, rounds up the main part of an argument and concludes it, introduces a new piece of information such as where insects live or the effects of a deforestation. Here in the question, it asks what a paragraph does in a story. So as we are talking about story, the correct answer is A, introduces a new scene, setting, character, or speech. Next question. Paragraphs in newspaper reports introduce the main story, break up the reports into chronological order, making it easier to read and understand, tell the story in few words to capture attention. So, what do you think the correct answer is? I would opt for B, as it breaks the report into chronological order, making it easier to read and understand. In a paragraph that introduces a new character, be careful here if the key phrase is a new character. Which sentence would you expect to find at the beginning? When the waves cleared, he emerged. He appeared 6 feet tall and covered in scales and ghastly wounds. The room was littered with pizza boxes and empty cans of drinks. I was scared when I walked into the forest, but I knew I had to find the cottage. In the second sentence, there is no character at all. In the third one, however, it seems that we already know the character and it's not the first time we encounter that person. That's why the correct answer is A, as it emphasizes that someone emerges, which means most probably it's the first time we see that person. In a non-fiction text, paragraphs are used to introduce a new character, introduce a new scene, introduce a new piece of information. So the question asks what paragraphs do in a non-fiction. That's why we can't choose a new character, because in non-fiction, we usually have characters. In fiction text, introduces a new scene. This one also applies to fiction. Introduces a new piece of information. Yes, non-fiction texts deal with information. That's why usually with factual information, the correct answer is C. What's a subheading? Subheading. If you know what's subheading, what's a heading, you will easily guess what a subheading is. A short title that informs the reader what a paragraph is about. A short title that informs the reader what the whole text is about. A connective. It's definitely not a connective transitional device to link the ideas, paragraphs, sentences. And it's a short title, but we have got a short title in both variant A and B. So what to do? Which one do you think is correct? As it's a subheading, the text will have several subheadings, and it is the function of heading to inform the reader what the whole text is about. Therefore, the correct answer is A. It's a short title that informs the reader what a paragraph is about. Well done if you chose variant A. When writing paragraphs, a plan helps because it helps you to concentrate, like to focus your attention on something. It helps to organize your writing into clear sections. It helps to organize your adjectives. Plan has nothing to do with adjectives, as you can add those specific words to add interest to your paragraph whenever you wish. And let's look at A. It helps you to concentrate. There are lots of means to concentrate so you don't go off topic. The plan is not, it partially helps that, but this answer is kind of vague and not general. It's not specific. I would opt for B, as it helps our writing into clear sections. Well done. Which of these connectives is the best to use in the final paragraph of an argument? Final paragraph. Firstly, secondly, in conclusion. This is one of the easiest questions of this quiz, so I'm sure you all chose C, which is in conclusion. Well done. Which of these is the best story planning technique to organize your writing into paragraphs for the most effective story? So here key phrases are best story planning technique and the most effective story. So let's read the variants. A. Headline, tagline, first paragraph, subheadings, conclusion. This one most probably suits the non-fiction text like newspaper reports or a text about animals, plants. Let's look at B, beginning, middle, end. Yes, definitely. Most stories have got beginning, middle, and end. But let me wait and read variant C. Beginning, sets the scene, introduce problem, build attention, resolution, conclusion. Wow, this is now a great answer. It's very specific and it's very elaborate. It includes all the essential parts of an effective story. That's why, I don't know what about you, but I will personally go for variant C. Good job if you are with me. Now, this is the end of the quiz, but not the end of our lesson. So now we can answer this question of what a paragraph is. Paragraph is a group of sentences within a piece of writing which is written about the same idea or topic. And when you want to show the new paragraphs, you usually leave a space between them, or you leave an indent at the first line. But be careful not to do both. Otherwise, it will be counted as wrong. Go for block paragraphs or indented paragraphs, as you can see in the right picture on your screen. So why do we use paragraphs? There are lots of reasons why we use paragraphs. Let's look at some of them. To show the author has changed time, place, or argument. To explain or describe an idea in detail. To organize what's being explained in a text. To group ideas together. To make the text easier to read. Now comes our first activity. You will have to write a paragraph about one of these topics. The importance of the internet, your favorite subject, your life outside of school. Please do take time to write this paragraph consisting of 5-6 sentences, as it will be very helpful in the course of our lesson, as I will give you a chance to improve your paragraph. All right, off you go. You have 4 or 5 minutes for this activity. You have 2 minutes to finalize your paragraph now. Okay, the time is up. Now, let's look at types of paragraphs. There are 4 types of paragraphs: introductory, body, concluding, and transitional. While in an essay, you can see all these parts. Today, we are going to focus on body paragraphs only. Body paragraphs has 3 parts: topic sentence, developmental sentences, sometimes we call them support sentences, and concluding sentence. What's a topic sentence? To focus a paragraph, writers usually stay with single idea expressed in a single sentence which comes at the beginning of the paragraph, and this sentence is called topic sentence. These guiding sentences name a topic and then make a statement about it. All right? For example, about.com is an excellent source of information. This is a good topic sentence because here the topic sentence limits the topic to something which can be discussed in a single paragraph. So here we expect that writer will discuss excellent information. Whereas this topic sentence is not a good one, because here the topic sentence is very vague. It's not clear what the writer is going to discuss in this paragraph. About.com hasn't always been around, so what? So, how to write a good topic sentence? I'm going to give you now 3 tips. First one, limit the topic. In a single paragraph, we can't write about everything on a wide scope. We need to narrow the scope to make it manageable and to make it clear and vivid for the reader. That's why very general topics will not do for a paragraph. Let's look at these topic sentences. Competitive sports in the United States have strong fan support. This one is not a good topic sentence, as you want to be able to write about all competitive sports in one single paragraph. Let's look at the second one. Fans of the Chicago Cubs are some of the most loyal in baseball. Wow, this one is now very specific. Here, the author is going to discuss Chicago Cubs only, the fans of Chicago Cubs. So the first one is not good, the second one is good, thumbs up. The second one, you should make your topic statement clear. So topic sentence should make a clear statement. Many people recycle in the United States. Oh my goodness, there are so many people in the United States. Who recycles what? So this is very general and vague. That's why not a good topic sentence. Whereas the second one, I learned the hard way how important it is to recycle, is a good topic sentence. As here we expect that the author will tell us about his or her own experience of recycling. The third one, use specific words. My brother is a great guitarist. This is not a bad topic sentence, but it doesn't have any specific words to add interest to it or clarify, to give some more clarification, to make it more vivid. That is why we should opt for the second one. My brother Jason toured all last summer with architecture in Helsinki, playing some terrific solo riffs. This sentence sounds so exciting. I'm looking forward to read about that tour. Topic sentences focusing. An effective topic sentence strikes a balance between being too broad and too limited. Okay? To write a good topic sentence, we should be careful to have a sentence which is roomy enough to allow for detailed examples and explanations. Let's make how a broad statement can be made more focused. Biting insects bother people. There are so many insects. and it bothers people. But when, how, what insects exactly? Let's make it more focused and more specific. In the summer, mosquitoes make my backyard unbearable. Now this topic sentence is a good one, it's very effective. Now here is an activity for you, a 2-minute activity. Try to make your topic sentence focused and clear, use specific words. Of course, if you wrote your paragraph. But if you fail to write a paragraph, no problem. I have got here 4 sentences for you, 4 exercises. Look at these sentences, broad statements, and try to make them focused. 2 minutes. You can do them orally as well. You don't have to write them down if you don't feel like. That's perfectly okay. All right, I hope you are working on the sentences. You know, if you don't practice, you won't be able to develop your skill of writing. You won't be able to hone your skills. So to learn something, you need to practice it a lot. As you know, practice makes permanent, and also practice makes perfect. All right, I think now we can move to the next slide. So when after writing your topic sentence, it's now time to have support sentences to develop your paragraph. And support sentences usually consist of examples, details, and explanations. Let's look at them one by one more closely. Examples are specific instances that clarify statements. Let's say you ask your friend what her favorite season was, and she said autumn, and you ask why, and she says because she likes the changing color of leaves, cooler weather, and the end of that obnoxious mosquitoes and flies shrieking. Wow, she has just provided 3 examples. This is a perfect example, 2 examples. Okay, when you bring examples, you can either draw from your own experience based on your personal experience or outside experience. Okay, so there are several types of examples. Let's look at them one by one. So they can be either facts, statistics, information from print sources, electronic sources, and interviews, second-hand anecdotes or stories, comparisons, what-if situations, and a dialogue. Details. Details are specific words that clarify and add interest to our examples. And if your examples have this kind of details, we can call them detailed examples. For instance, to make the autumn changing of leaves more vivid, we could add the color words scarlet and gold. Further, we could attach those slight details to specific trees, scarlet maples and gold aspens. Mentioning other sensory details like the cool autumn weather can help build memorable images. Explanations. Explanations help to understand examples. They kind of set context for the reader. Okay, let's look at this paragraph. Here the author describes his dog, Perry. He said that his dog is too hyperactive. So we might ask, why do you think so? What do you mean by hyperactive? So the author says that Perry likes to run in circles, jump on people, run back and forth. So these are explanations for being hyperactive. And he also adds some specific details, like he likes 5 to 10 minutes, okay, or circles, or a sofa, or a canteria, not just a dog, but canteria. So these are specific details that help to make the paragraph more interesting. And also here he says when he gets irritated, not just I sometimes get irritated at my dog, but when I'm lying down on sofa and he jumps around me, I feel comfortable. I don't want to leave the sofa, but he makes me. So this is very good explanation as it is vivid and adds interest. Now we move to our next activity, number 3. Look back at your paragraph and check if you have good support sentences. If you don't have, please add those support sentences by adding further details, examples, and explanations. If you don't have support sentences, no problem. You are not going to waste your time. Please look at the topic sentence I have provided for you and try to write some details, examples, or explanations to it. You can do that orally if you don't feel writing. That's all right. So let's take 2 to 3 minutes for this activity. To my mind, this is a very interesting question. Where could you travel if you could? If you could travel, where would you travel? So, 1 more minute. I hope you are full of ideas and know what you are going to do, what you are going to write. Because in writing, it's the most important thing to have ideas. If you have no ideas, you are going to be in trouble what to write about. So now some people may think, I've got my topic sentence, I've got my support sentences, now I've developed my paragraph. I'm done, that's it. But no. Why not to end your paragraph decisively? And to do that, you could add one concluding sentence. And now I'm going to give you some tips on how to make your concluding sentence strong, all right? So the first tip is use a connector. Transitional words like finally, however, despite, on the other hand, and others ease your reader into your final sentence, into your conclusion. Second, link to the topic sentence. Mention your topic and limiting statement again, or use synonyms for them, all right? Number 3, expand the thought. Make a final point about your topic using any of the following methods. Express an emotion, give a judgment or opinion, ask a related question, make a reflective statement, tell how your topic has affected your behavior or outlook on life. This is a sample answer for one of the topics I have provided at the beginning of this lesson about the importance of internet. So the first sentence is a topic sentence. Internet has become really important for 3 main reasons. So this is our topic sentence, and we look forward to hearing why. First, it enables people to access more information than ever before. So this is an example. That is, people can read books, newspapers, or magazines online and for free. This is your explanation. It explains your examples and it has got specific details like not magazines, not just read books or read things, but read books, newspapers, magazine, and read how online or for free. So let's look. Now we have got second example. We have got actually second and third examples, and then after examples, what follows is explanations. And the last sentence here is a conclusion. Let's read it. In short, the internet is, beyond doubt, an essential and valuable tool nowadays. So you see, your concluding sentence gives one more last reason for your topic that it is essential to make the reader build confidence in what you have written, to make it more persuasive. So that's why it's strongly recommended that you include a concluding sentence whenever writing a paragraph. Now, this is our final activity for today's lesson. Look back at your paragraph and check if you have a concluding sentence. If you don't, please add your concluding sentence. If you think it's not good enough, just paraphrases your topic sentence, please try to improve it. You have got like 1 minute for this activity. All right, I hope now you're done. If not, don't worry. These materials are going to be emailed to you. You will have a chance to review the material on the PowerPoint and improve and work on writing paragraphs. Okay, so this is the end of the lesson. I would like to thank you for joining our lesson, and I hope I will see you again. Okay, thank you. Bye, everyone.